Thank you all for watching this video in which we present the Chancellor's Prize to a very special, talented and inspirational individual. You'll find out in a minute who that is. But first, I wanted to pay respect to the originator of the award. The Chancellor's Prize was established in 1992 through the generosity of Lord Cureton, the university's second Chancellor. The Chancellor's Prize is an annual award for the best final year undergraduate student. In terms of the criteria of the award, it is important to understand that the award is focused on more than just academic excellence, which of course is the first important criterion. The recipient always has outstanding academic achievements, but we did consider other very significant aspects, such as the contribution to the academic reputation of the university, the contribution to the general life of the university, and the contribution to the general work of the university and the community. It is with these comprehensive criteria that I'm pleased to present the award to Cicely Hayes, who so deserves to win this award based on each of these criteria. Congratulations, Cicely.
Cicely is one of those students who you don't forget. I had the privilege of supervising her dissertation and also working with her on equality and diversity issues at the university. She's intelligent and passionate, and I know she's going to go on and do wonderful things with her life. So well done, Cicely.
I'm super excited that Cicely is winning the Chancellor's Prize this year. Her work on sexual assault on campus, raising awareness of that and the need for support for survivors has been just phenomenal this year and absolutely needed. And she's such a credit to the student community. So well done, Cicely. I cannot wait to see what you go on to do next.
Congratulations, Cicely, on winning this year's Chancellor's Prize. You're such a worthy recipient of this prestigious award. You've been a brilliant ambassador for the University of Bath on placement and at One Young World in London last year, and along with Laura Mitchell you put together such a brilliant, inspiring, moving, uplifting One Young World Bath caucus that was a wonderful thing to be part of for both staff and students alike. Your work and your activism comes from a place of bravery and compassion, and it's been a privilege to support you in some of those projects this year. Congratulations once again. I've no doubt that you'll go out and change the world, and I look forward to celebrating this award with you at some point in the future.
When it comes to something like the Chancellor's Prize at the University of Bath for the best student, we always have so many potential candidates who are absolutely deserving of this prize, and this year is no exception. But what is exceptional this year is that Cicely has been awarded the prize. She has always been interested in the neurobiological underpinnings of the human mind. And so she's gone out of her way to take those units in the biological sciences and not only taken them, but has received first-class marks for her work in them. So she's really applied herself to trying to have a comprehensive view of how the human mind works. I've been able to see this in my own teaching, where I teach a third-year module on the neuroscience and psychology of blindness, in which she wrote an essay that was actually more of a qualitative research report, looking at qualified teachers for the visually impaired and trying to understand what sort of barriers there are in being able to teach science subjects to students with visual impairments. And she did an absolutely amazing job, and it's something we're working on right now to prepare for submission to a journal for publication.
Hi Cicely, here's a little message to say congratulations. I'm so pleased for you that you won this really prestigious award, and I'm also really thrilled to have you on board now with the Maggie Oliver Foundation. You will be a complete asset to us, and I'm absolutely over the moon for you. Yeah, onwards and upwards, really positive role model for all the young leaders of tomorrow, and very well deserved. Love you loads and see you soon. Bye.
Cicely is an incredibly hardworking and conscientious individual. Yet what particularly stands out for me is her compassion and her humility. Cicely did not want to just spend the last 4 years completing her degree whilst at university. She also wanted to inspire others to stand up for inequality and injustice, both locally here in Bath and around the world. Having represented the university at One Young World, her passion for education and achieving social change has only become more prominent. I'm incredibly proud of her, and I know this will give her the confidence and motivate her to keep fighting for gender equality. You are a true inspiration and a credit to the university. Congratulations, Cicely.
So, Cicely, congratulations on winning the Chancellor's Prize.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm still in shock.
No, it's very, very deserving. And as I said earlier, the committee was very in agreement of you winning this award. So it is clear that they were very deserving candidates, but that you stood out from the crowd. So thinking back on your time at Bath, what were your kind of highlights and best memories of being at Bath?
So it's so difficult, but I think like my best memories would definitely come from the last like couple of years. As I said, I absolutely love my placement. I did it at the Mental Health Foundation, and I did a lot of work preventing mental illness in communities, and it was just so rewarding, and it made me really excited about like life after uni. And I just had the most supportive, lovely team around me. So that is definitely one of my best years. And then without a doubt, like my best memory from Bath would be attending One Young World. So I was really lucky to represent the faculty at the One Young World event in London last October. And basically this is just an event that gathers like young people with leaders at the forefront of positive social change. And we discuss solutions to some of the world's most pressing issues, you know, gender inequality, discrimination, poverty. And it was honestly, it's like the best like few days of my life. And like, it is weird. It's one of those things where it is one of those experiences that does change your life. And I think, you know, I've always wanted to make a difference. I've always wanted to have a meaningful career, but then to be able to listen to young people, some of them were like 18, who've set up initiatives, you know, to kind of prevent extremism and tackle global warming, like it all just opened up my eyes. It made me realize that, you know, even if I'm 22, like I can make a difference. And I think, yeah, it was just really motivated me really for the rest of my life. I think I'll carry that with me.
You're a very positive person. You've had great experiences. Yeah. What were some of your biggest surprises of being at Bath? What did you experience that you didn't expect?
Yeah, so obviously I didn't expect One Young World really, and I didn't expect all the opportunities that came from that. Being able to, you know, sit on a panel with Maggie and discuss the prevention of sexual violence. That is, again, like all those kind of opportunities I never really expected. On the flip side to that, you know, I didn't expect to, you know, come to university and be faced with the prevalence of sexual violence in like our community. I never imagined that to happen. You know, you really imagine you need to be a really safe space. And so to have like gone through my experiences and also to know so many other people who've also gone through similar experiences, not just at Bath, like all around the UK, you know, over 3 in 5 students have experienced sexual violence at UK universities. I think that's horrendous. Like it makes me so annoyed. And I don't think people realise the effects those experiences have on your life. And I've always been very open with that, because I think people need to realise that their actions have massive ramifications and can really impact someone negatively for the rest of their life. So that was something I didn't expect at uni. But also, would I go back and like protect my younger Cicely from like those experiences? Absolutely not, because if I have to have gone through that to be able to educate, like empower other people to prevent someone else from having to go through that, absolutely, like it made it kind of worth it. So yeah, although it's been so tough, it's completely made me into the person I am today, and all the work I've done, and it comes from that really.
So just with all these like amazing academic achievements, life experiences, your contribution to the community, having this award, how do you envision taking this forward? How do you see your life unfolding from here?
Yeah, I mean, I think like given my experiences, like I'm 110 million% committed to, you know, prevent sexual violence at university especially. And I think I did some talks in schools about consent and healthy relationships and how we can stand up against sexual violence. And I would love to do more of that work. I would love to work with universities and Bath about how we can, like, what can we put in place? What can we do to like change the system and to kind of empower people to stand up and to prevent it? So I think that's something I've always passionate about. On the psychology side, I would absolutely love to support survivors of like gender-based violence and trauma. I'm just evidence that you can recover, you can, do something, turn it into a positive, like you can regain control over your life, you can be happy again. And so I'd love to be able to help others get to that stage too, and to recover like I did. So I think maybe like training as a clinical psychologist and going into that field as well, I would absolutely love to do that.
So with that, I just want to congratulate you. And I've never met you in person, but I'm so happy to have met you in this way, in these challenging times. And I wish you all the very, very best. Thank you so much for spending the time to talk to us. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
I'm delighted that Cicely has been chosen as this year's winner of the Chancellor's Award. I had the great pleasure of attending the One Young World Caucus in March and was so impressed by the thought and attention to detail that had clearly gone into its planning. And so I feel that Cicely, as co-chair, should be rightly proud of this accomplishment. Cicely has without doubt achieved academic excellence, but also has made a significant contribution to the life, academic reputation, and work of the university. She's been a highly effective ambassador for Bath, not only as a successful placement student, but also in a number of elected roles. She's used her own experiences to inform university policy, to help her fellow students, and to campaign for change. Her commitment, passion, and vision demonstrate her potential as a leader, and we look forward to hearing of her future success. Cicely, you are a very deserving winner of this award. Congratulations.